Yo, what is good? Why very what is good, yo? So I gotta talk about this Drive show. I was close to talking about When They Cry because that ending was crazy. But if you are a fan of that show, definitely stick around because I will be talking about that very soon. But this week's episode of Drive was actually kind of lackluster. I think that has to do mostly to the explanation as to why certain things are happening after the end of the episode. Like they're just in a position to kind of fill us in on that, and after doing that, they can push forward, which instead of getting pushed forward, we really just got to see the craziest people who are going to be trying to bring a stop to everything our characters are doing, being the executioners, and how ridiculous a pupil is. But to be fair, they kind of seem like a joke, just like a characters on par with our characters. But at the same time, like not successful for some reason, because not only do our characters have like bombs on their neck and they can't even really make choices for themselves, um, these are the things that they do already is kind of stuff they want to do uh, on their own accord. Of course, not the girl with the bad luck, but more or less everybody else, so it was weird to me to see this whole entire situation where now, instead of trying to just get out of it, uh, the girl with bad luck, she is like all trying to save people and stuff. So it's just the nature of her character to be this way. From what I'm just getting from the story is she's a nurturer, or like a caring person by nature. And that's another big downfall for her, because stepping in against this executioner, for example, put her in a light where the hoodlum guy could get his revenge, pretty much, I think, for being called a hoodlum. And he's like, oh yeah, well, this girl right here is the swindler. She's gotten past your data system. She should be worth more than every single person here. So it's almost like, huh, out of all the people she could have like uh, tried to grab onto in the case of leaving, or for instance, she couldn't really get like talk to the doctor in that situation because the doctor got absolutely destroyed, man. The doctor got absolutely demolished, and that was actually pretty cool looking. So I'll give it to them on that with her. The problem is she has no type of even chance against the executioners. So to know that her only chance comes with maybe a close experience with death just to be able to get one of them, especially the pupil, the one that's kind of in training, the one that's kind of still learning the ropes to be as good, if not better, than the person she's learning from. She handles the doctor soundly, but the reason why I had to pick a brawler, someone who just uses their straight up hands in this game, is the brawler saved me in this whole entire episode. I was getting ridiculously bored with all the dialogue, and I think it mainly has to do because I was really tired. I just woke up and just as soon as I wake up, I turned it on. It was one of those things. Um, and so, with all the dialogue that we got and learning just why this cat is doing the things it's doing, and that not the bounty, but the actual reward has jumped up to $1 billion, giving these guys actual reason to want to do something. So it then kind of is like, okay, do you even need to offer them money because of the collars on their neck? Like the money seems like you're being generous. You kind of own them already, you know, especially if these callers that cutthroat just wind up throwing on everybody. Detonates multiple, you know, like if multiple in the vicinity blow up, it's probably doing a lot of damage, you know. So to take all that into consideration, I'm just looking forward to whatever they're going to end up dropping at the end of the day, because as of right now, I still don't know, right? Like I'm still out in the dark to know. Yes, there's executioners here now, but what do the executioners bring to the table? But not executioners bring pretty much more power and more craziness to this. But what else do they bring? Like what? Why are they executioners? What made them get this job? Especially the pupil, who seems maybe more understandable to not just completely destroy everybody because she's looking at their sentences. If she, it's kind of like looking at power levels in Dragon Ball with Vegeta and Nappa. It's like you don't need to know their level because they could just be hiding it, thanks to the hoodlum guy saying, "Oh yeah, she's actually the highest of the highest. She's 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 the mastermind, pretty much, you know." So I kind of like that part of just how bad it is that she even allows herself to talk to these people who wind up just put her in worse positions than she already was. So I hope y'all are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I will be talking about the When They Cry show right after this one, or at least they will be dropping around the same time. So I hope you enjoy that as well. If not, let me know what I could do better. On PlayStation 5, I'm hoping my audio will sound a lot better and the PlayStation 5 is quieter. Because what you hear right now is my PlayStation 4, and I have really no control over it. So hope things can get better. We only have to wait a couple more months. Just hang in there with me, and we'll see how this PlayStation 5 does. So with that being said, have an awesome one, everybody, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Alright, peace. Oh, the Brawler, though, like I was saying, he did save the episode. Let me know who you like the most in the show, but I think when the Brawler's on screen and he's actually swinging and fighting on par with somebody, that's when the show's at its best for me. So let me know when the show's at the best for you if you're still here. Alright, peace.